Well, would you look at that? It looks like we have done a lot of work. Let me just zoom on into my head and welcome back to another episode of PixelCraft. I hope you guys enjoyed the opening time lapse of me mossifying the island and transforming it. I did a lot. It took several days. Hold on, let me get dressed. Okay, that's better. Now, why don't I go ahead and show you what the island's looking like? See, the difference, I guess. We'll kind of show you, if you remember what it looked like last episode, which was just 2-3 days ago. Go back and watch that episode, and here's the comparison. It's all moss. Still got the mushrooms. We're not gonna do anything different we're not gonna be tearing down a whole lot more mushrooms probably, but it's all moss. Well, except for the grass patches that, like this one right here, I decided to turn it into grass. I don't know why. There's still some dirt that's still changing, but everything is moss. Took all of the bone meal and then some, and then I ran around the island with a water bucket, clearing out all of the seeds, or what are they called? Grass and carpet and azalea and everything, and then I bone mealed that to get more bone meal, or composted that to get more bone meal to continue mossing the island. Took a lot of work, several days. As you can see, the stands for my second account are still sitting around everywhere. That did the time lapse. Hope you enjoyed that. It was like 9 hours long, condensed into like 3 minutes. I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes, somewhere in there. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, so I want to show the map. If you remember the map from last episode, there was a huge difference, change when we were doing the smoothing and the grass. Remember how big of a difference there was in the grass? So what if we do this? Now, the map is all filled out and mossified. It's looking good, I think. Do I have another? No, I ran out of maps. I was just re-looking through the footage there. I ran out of maps. Anyways, it's all moss. See? Except for the grass, of course. And then there's some mycelium down in some really deep holes. But other than that, everything is all moss. And then our mushrooms down there. But yeah, the island's a big green mass. See, there's the mycelium in the caves. And then there's our mushroom, and then this is all that grass. And yeah. And then you can't really see the stuff up there. Here, do I have any blocks in here? Yeah, that'll do. Here, let me just get up here. And then there's a little mycelium in that cave. But other than that, there's no more mycelium on this island. It's all moss and grass. So everything has been changed over, and it will be changed over even more. Yeah, like right there and right here, you can see that's the moss, or the mycelium that you saw on the map. But yeah, it's crazy. Took me days of bone mealing. I went through all of the bone meal that I had gathered in the last episode, every single piece, and then some. It was crazy. Okay, so full disclosure, this is an extra bit that I added like a couple weeks later that I just added because the video is really, really short. And in these shulker boxes is the materials to make a moss farm. Because why not have more moss in this episode? Now, we're not going to finish this moss farm because I'm running out of time to finish editing this video. But here's all the moss and stuff, and the minecarts and everything. And I'm going to be using a design by Silent Whisper. I won't have a thingy. It's going to be over there. I won't have a thingy in the description, a link in the description this video, because I'm not building it this episode. I'm going to build it next episode. As you can see, it's going to be a platform kind of like this, but it's going to be over here. Right here. So to lengthen this episode, I'm going to throw in a random time lapse of me building a platform in my industrial district that someone on the server gifted me for Christmas. So that's what we're going to do with the rest of this episode. We're going to get ready to build a moss farm, and that's what we're going to do over there. Right over there. So grab some popcorn, sit back and watch the time lapse. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I know this is all over the place, but we're getting near the end of the video, as you can probably tell, because I'm running out of time, because I thought Monday was Tuesday, or Tuesday was Monday all day. I'm running out of time. But I built a platform, and in the next episode, I'm going to have moss farms built. And I will show them to you. So, but anyways, here's the platform. It's a big platform. I'm hoping to fit a moss farm in each of these squares. Each of these little thingamajigs. I did decorate the platform a little bit, even though it's going to be covered up. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I know I pretty much screwed up the ending. But leave a like if you liked it. Please dislike it if you disliked it. Thank you so much. I will fade into the sunset. Have a amazing day. I will see you in the next video, or not. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.